This is NDTV. And you're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
It's been a power-packed day today with lots happening in and around our city and our country. From the Indian athletes running riot in Delhi with a gold rush to the Madras High Court granting the AIADMK chief reprieve in the defamation case. And to bring you all the latest on all of these, our reporters are tracking all of these developments. To start with, in news just coming in, Jayalalitha has received a fresh death threat. The CBI's intervention has obviously not deterred the culprits. Our senior correspondent Peer will tell us more about this breaking news. Meanwhile, from Delhi, the Indian athletes are delivering the goods where it matters. Tracking the gold rush, our sports reporter Natasha will bring us the latest from the Commonwealth Games. Now back in the city, a fire in Puram claims 2 lives. But was this an accident or a case of murder? Salim is tracking the police as they investigate the matter. Meanwhile, the Endaran fever has the city's movie pirates in a tizzy. But the police are not impressed and is cracking down on the culprits. Nitila will tell us more about that. And finally, Bhargav will tell us how the infamous auto ride in Chennai might just get more expensive. A very good evening to all of you and a welcome to Headlines Now with me, Ashmit Kumar. There's a lot headed your way, we'll bring you all of that. But first, let's take a look at the headlines. Madras High Court says Jayalalitha need not appear before the court for the defamation case filed against her. Police seize pirated DVDs of Rajini's blockbuster Endiran. Mystery surrounds a fire in Puram. The fire claims 2 lives. LTT sympathizers be dismissed. Sympathizers say hearing on the ban on the LTT will be complete only if they are heard.
Government is wasting public money by constituting such tribunal. This tribunal cannot hear anyone.
What prompted the Madras High Court to close the Sterlite factory? NDTV brings an exclusive report from Ground Zero.
As a company, we are not doing anything. We are completely at zero discharge.
And is your city ready and geared up for the coming monsoons? We get the new Corporation Commissioner to tell us all about the state of readiness.
Highest standard that I have set for myself and my officers.
Daddy's pet is that you, Mr. Stalin, a pictorial representation of Karunanidhi's successor by Deputy Chief Minister's supporters. And there's a lot happening even across the country. Let's take a look at national stories hitting the headlines. Political crisis in Karnataka. 19 MLAs, including 4 sacked ministers, withdraw support. The BJP asked to prove its majority by the 12th. The Bangalore High Court declares the cab driver guilty in the Pratibha Murthy rape and murder case, sentenced to be announced on Friday. Supreme Court reduces Santosh Singh's death sentence to a life term in the Priyadarshini Mattu rape and murder case. The gold rush for the Indian athletes at the Commonwealth Games continue. Rajendra Kumar takes India's tally to 10 gold medals. Indian shooting ace betters his Melbourne record with a stellar performance in Delhi. Narang creates a new world record for 10 meters air rifle. Bal Thackeray is like God to me, says Rajnikant, but says above all he's an Indian Manus. And Sachin Tendulkar wins the prestigious ICC Cricketer of the Year award for the first time. Sehwag gets recognition for the best test player. Now, news just coming in, the AIADMK General Secretary has received yet another death threat. This is the 10th death threat letter to Jayalalitha received by Jaya TV office in Dindigul district. The letter writer claims to be a supporter of Union Minister Alagiri. This, incidentally, is the 3rd letter after the Tamil Nadu government relented and ordered the CBI to probe the matter. With claims of Alagiri supporters sending the death threat letter, how will this impact the DMK camp? What will the political repercussions be for opposition leader? To help answer these questions, we are now joined by our senior correspondent, Peer Mohammed. Right, Peer, now if you can, now all these death threat letters are focused on acting as a deterrent against the Madurai rally. Now, does the AIADMK show any relentless, are they showing any signs of weakness of maybe wanting to pull out of the rally?
Ashmit, if you remember, on two earlier occasions, they had planned this Madurai rally in August itself, and they had to postpone the rally because of the continuous death threats and other official impediments. Particularly, the Madurai City Corporation failed to give the grounds, the Thamakam grounds. In fact, after the payment was made, the City Corporation Commissioner said we need it for some other purpose and cancelled the booking of the ADMK office bearers. So again in September 24th, they had again booked the same hall with the permission from the Madras High Court. But again there was a problem because of the continuation of death threats, and they took up the issue with the Prime Minister and Home Minister, and now they have fixed the rally for October 18. And I think Jayalalitha had already said that come what may, I am going ahead with the rally on October 18. I don't think there is going to be any change in this present plan, because already the ADMK functionaries are working on making the rally a big success. Ashmit?
Right, P. So the AIDMK seems to be working full steam ahead for the Madurai rally, but one fact that cannot go unnoticed is the fact that the writer continuously claims to be an associate of Alagiri. Now, how is this association, or rather alleged association, expected to impact the DMK camp?
Ashmit, Alagiri has been skipping even DMK rallies in Nagarkovil and later in Thanjavur, and his role as southern strongman of the DMK is very much under challenge now. So he might be attracting attention because his supporters have been, or those who claim to be his supporters have been sending threat letters to the television office, JRTV office, which is backed by the AIDMK, and he is in the limelight, he is in the news. That might be one purpose of those who claim to be his supporters who are sending out letters. The latest letters came from Dindigul district, which is also one of the strongholds of the Madurai strongman Alagiri. Ashmit?
Right, Pir. So that was our senior correspondent Pir Mohammed joining us and helping us join the dots in this controversy, or rather this the controversial death threat letters that are being sent to Jaya TV, and we have been tracking that and we'll continue to do so. But Jayalalitha is not in the news for only one purpose today. She's been in the news throughout the day. Madras High Court today exempted AIDMK General Secretary Jayalalitha from appearing in person before the Chief Metropolitan Magistrate Court in Egmore in the defamation case filed by the Deputy Chief Minister M.K. Stalin's son-in-law. On Friday, Jayalalitha had filed a quash petition against the summons issued to her. Now, Sabha Rissan had filed the defamation case against the AIDMK chief for her public speeches in which she allegedly accused him of being an associate of Meenakshi Sundaram, the man arrested in the fake drug scam.
Honorable Amma challenged the summons as well as the proceedings pending in that case before the Honorable High Court Madras. That application came up for hearing before His Lordship or Mala. The Madras High Court was pleased to admit that petition and also has given the exemption from the appearance of Honorable Amma on 15/10/2010.
Now, news just coming in about the fire in Arepuram. The post-mortem report on how a couple died in a fire in Arepuram and the scientific reports are out. The post-mortem report says that the 60-year-old man died as he sustained burn injuries. The woman, who is a patient and who was undergoing dialysis treatment, died due to suffocation.
ராத்திரி நாங்கள் 11:45 படுத்தீங்க. 12:30 மணி போல இருக்கும். ஐயாவும் அம்மாவும் சாந்திமான்னு கத்தினாங்க. இந்த அம்மா என்னை எழுப்பிட்டுச்சு. உள்ளே போனால் இருட்டாக இருக்குது, ஒன்றும் பண்ண முடியல, ஆவி அனல் வீசுது. ஐயோ பற்றிட்டு சொல்லிட்டு இந்த சேர்ந்து அம்மா எல்லாரும் ஓடிவாங்களே, அம்மாவும் ஐயாவும் காப்பாற்றுன்னு கத்தினோம். பின்னாடி பக்கம் போய் எல்லாரோட தான் அம்மாவை காப்பாற்ற முடியாது விட்டாச்சு. அம்மா நாங்கள் அந்த பக்கம்
Now, Salim has been tracking this case and he now joins us live from Perangudi. Now, Salim, throughout the day we have been asking the question, accident or murder? Now, do these reports that have just recently come out, does that throw any light on perhaps which angle the police is now probing?
Yes, Ashmit, absolutely. The police have registered a case of death due to accidental fire. Now, three things. First, the postmortem report is out, and the postmortem report very clearly says that the 60-year-old man died as he suffered burn injuries, and the 48-year-old woman, a patient who was undergoing dialysis treatment, died due to suffocation. The deceased couple's son and daughter are residing at the United States. Meanwhile, they were informed by the relatives, and they are expected to be here tomorrow afternoon to attend the funeral. Second thing, the scientific examination, that is the forensic reports are out. The police say that the couple had installed 4 air conditioning systems in their house, and a power fluctuation led to the electrical short circuit, and thus a fire broke out. Now, thirdly, the servant maid who were under police interrogation, now the police have declared them as innocent, and the case has been closed.
Right, Salim, thank you for joining us and again helping us get the details in the way and get the speculation out of the way. So it's been an accident so far. That's at least what the police's official position is as of now. That was Salim, our reporter, getting us all the details. Now moving ahead, over 100 pirated DVDs of the recently released blockbuster Ndiran were seized by the Chennai Suburban Police. The Central Crime Branch of the Suburban Police raided DVD shops in Ambattur and Ayapakkam and seized over 5,000 pirated DVDs and VCDs worth 5 lakh rupees. Now, apart from Ndiran, pirated DVDs of recently released movies like Boss A. Bhaskaran, Banna Kathadi and Ravanan were also seized by the police. These DVDs are generally sold at a price of 30 rupees, while Ndiran DVDs are sold at 60 rupees each. The 2 accused were arrested in connection with the case, were produced before the court and lodged at the Pudal prison.
So we got some information about their sale of pirated CDs in Ambattur areas. So as per instruction of our suburban commissioner, our special party went to in Ambattur area. So we have searched 2 shops. There we got recently released movies like Ndiran, Nan Mahanalla, Pana Kathadi, Boss Endra Bhaskaran. So total we are seized 5,000 CDs, all pirated CDs, and we have arrested 2 fellows, 2 accused, and the worth around 5 lakhs rupees.
Now for more on this, we will now go across to our reporter who has been tracking the case, Nithila, who's joining us from the news center. Now Nithila, the Ndiran fever seems to have caught on to even the pirates. Now the police is taking action. Is there anything around the corner in terms of maybe further action that will be taken against pirates? The piracy circuit we know operates here in Chennai.
Ashmit, the costliest Indian movie ever made, might be making box office history, but it's clearly not escaped the clutches of piracy. Today, the Chennai police found 100 pirated copies of the film in North Madras. Earlier, interestingly, in Hyderabad, 700 pirated copies of the same film were retrieved. Now, the accused in the Hyderabad case say that they actually got these copies from Madras and they were selling it in Hyderabad. So, clearly, this arrest is just the tip of the iceberg. Now, another thing that we are hearing, rumors doing the rounds, that the film has also been released online. So the police having to deal with quite a lot. Interestingly, sources tell us that Rajni fan clubs have in fact formed special teams and are monitoring areas where these pirated DVDs are usually sold, making sure that the Ndiran copies don't get sold and alerting the police if these people have copies of Ndiran DVDs. Now, we must remember that this is not a lone instance. In fact, in this very case today, 5,000 pirated CDs were retrieved by the police. These CDs and DVDs of different recently released Tamil movies like Boss Endra Bhaskaran and Ravanan. So, therefore, definitely what we have right now is just the tip of the iceberg, and the Tamil Nadu Film Producers Association now saying that they have to work more closely with the police to put an end to this. Ashmit?
Right there. So there's Nithila highlighting the problem for us that the piracy continues. The action that we saw today is only the tip of the iceberg, and that more action needs to be taken in that direction. Now moving ahead, a tribunal has rejected calls to lift the Indian government's ban on Sri Lanka's defeated Tamil Tiger rebels, the LTTE. A judge who examined petitions from sympathizers of the group said they do not have the right to make the demand. Shabir Ahmed reports.
Petitions by these leaders which said the Indian ban on the LTT was illegal and should be dropped was thrown out by a tribunal. Justice Vikramjit Sen ruled sympathizers do not have the legal right to make the demand.
Whoever comes over here seeking solace and succor to get refugee status, they are stamped as LTT former activists or LTT agents. இதுதான் நடக்கு. அவங்களை விடுதலை புலிகள் என்று முத்திர குத்தி அவங்களை துன்பப்படுத்துகிறார்கள்.
விடுதலை புலிகள் இயக்கத்திற்கு விதிக்கப்பட்டிருக்கிற தடையை அடிப்படையாக வைத்து இங்கே தமிழ்நாட்டில் எதிர்க்கட்சிகளின் ஜனநாயக உரிமைகள் பறிக்கப்படுகின்றன.
Not impressed, Justice Sen said the right to discuss the ban was restricted to the LTT as a group or its members and pointed out no one directly associated with the separatists was before the tribunal. Tamil Nadu People's Rights Forum, one of the two groups which filed the petitions, described the ruling as a waste of public money.
You know, the government is wasting public money by constituting such tribunal. This tribunal cannot hear anyone because no member of LTTE, no office bearer of LTTE is in India. Okay. They know that. So they are wasting their money and time. They are cheating the public.
The tribunal will hold its hearing in Ooty on October 20th. The Tamil Tiger rebels were banned in India in 1991 after they were blamed for the assassination of former Indian Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. In Chennai with Shabir Ahmed, Jason Tosh for NDTV-Hindu.
Now we're slipping into a small break, but on the other side, how will the Tamil Nadu political landscape look post-Karunanidhi? The writing, it seems, is on the wall. We'll find out on the other side.